who in here likes to see or play a physically brutal sport like football? Well, take off the pads, the helmet, and the leg pad. What do you have now? Well, here, my friends, you have the game of rugby. Today, I will talk to you about the game of rugby, how to play it, and the object of the game. The game of rugby consists of three essential parts: the players and their positions, the physical attributes of the game, and the ways to score in the game. But first, I will give you a brief history of how it originated and basic information about it. Rugby originated in 1823 at rugby school in England by a student named William Webb Ellis. When playing a soccer game, he picked up the ball and ran to score a goal, according to USA Rugby. And that created the start of rugby. According to Rugby World Cup organization, there are 22 different countries that have a national rugby team. The game is played in a 100 by 70 meter field, and on each end there's a try-zone, which I'll explain later, and a goalpost shaped like an H. A full game is roughly 90 minutes, which consists of two 40-minute quarters and a 10-minute halftime. Now that you know a bit of knowledge on the history on rugby, I will now tell you about the players and the positions. Traditionally, rugby is played by 15 players on each team, but there are other versions like rugby sevens, which is played by 7 players on each team. But unlike other sports where a player could pick any number they want, according to Planet Rugby, in a rugby sport, there's only numbers 1 through 23. Numbers 1 through 8 are forwards, which are the bigger, more brutal players on the team. Numbers 9 through 15 are the backs, which are the more faster and agile players. And 16 to 23 are the reserve players, which can play any position they want. Numbers 1 and 3 are props. 2 is the hooker. 4 and 5 are the locks. 6 and 7 are the flankers. 8 is just called the number 8 man. 9 is the scrum half. 10 and 11 are the flat halves. 12 and 13 are the centers. 14 are the wings. And 15 is the fullback, according to rugbyfootballhistory.com. Now that you know the positions, I'll talk about what they do. There are 8 different scenarios in rugby. There is running the ball, kicking the ball, passing the ball, tackling, a ruck, a maul, a scrum, and a line-out. Running the ball is pretty much grabbing the ball and running, trying to score. Kicking the ball is when you're running the ball and you kick it to get the ball advanced further, and you can kick the ball at any time you want. Passing is when you pass the ball lateral and backwards, because you can't pass it forward because that's illegal in the game. And a ruck is when a person is tackled and they're brought down to the floor. They're supposed to let go of the ball, and when the 2 opposing teams are trying to get the ball and fight for it, that's called a ruck. A maul is when a person is getting tackled but is being held up and pushed forward by their team or by the opposing team. And then there's a scrum, which is this. This is when the forwards of the opposing team are grouped together and are about to engage to get the ball, and the scrum half, number 9, puts the ball in the middle, and once the ball is placed in the middle, the 2 groups try to push away the team so that the ball could come out of the number 8 man. And that's when the play is live. These scenarios are all essential to rugby. But now I'm going to tell you how to score in rugby. The object of the game is to score, and there are 4 ways to score. A try, which is equivalent to a touchdown in football, is worth 5 points. Is when you're running the ball and you pass the try zone, and you place the ball on the floor with some force, which is worth 5 points. And after the try, you can go for a conversion kick, which is worth 2 points. The also a penalty kick where when a penalty happens, you could decide to kick it to the goalpost, and that would be worth 3 points. And a drop goal is when you're running the ball, and you just decide to kick it, and it goes through the goalpost, which is worth 3 points as well. In short, the game of rugby is a team of 15 players on each side, trying to score a try by all means necessary, even if it means to brutally hurt the other players. Remember, if William Webb Ellis never cheated in soccer by picking up the ball and trying to score with it, the game of rugby would have never been born.
Perfect, thank you.